What up, gang? You know who it is. Julian. Fight or Die Fitness. Walking to the gym right now. Usually I'm blasting some music in my ear, but today I got a little story. So, for those of you who don't know, I work at a restaurant. It's like a deli, New York type of restaurant down here in South Florida. I'm not gonna drop any names or anything for legal issues, legal reasons, but I'm an employee there. So I go in to work for a double last Saturday, which funny enough, I had dropped some fat burner pills I got from the Olympia because I was pretty tired from the shift the night before, and I go in and all the employees there know that I'm into bodybuilding. Like, all my homies are there, and I guess there's some juicy looking dudes over at one of the tables, and the host walks over to me. He's like, "Yo, Julian, you want to get big like those guys over there?" And like, he was joking around. Like, I didn't even look. I was just like, yeah, sure. Like, trying to get big. So I go get my first table and I take an order. And I'm at the front of the house using one of the computers to input the machine, or input the order. And I look over at the table that they're talking about, because everyone kept mentioning this table. And there's two guys at the table, and they both start to look really familiar to me. Right? The guy looks up, and he has this like signature look. And I'm like, where the fuck have I seen this guy? Right? And I'm inputting the order, and he looks up again, and I notice that Dennis James is sitting at my restaurant. And I was like, nah, this can't be right. Dennis James has tattoos and stuff. So I Google on my phone Dennis James tattoos, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy has the same tattoos. So I walk over, and I'm like, yo, you're Dennis James, right? You're the menace, man. And he kind of like puts his head down. He was wearing a hat, so he didn't like want to like blow his cover or anything. I was like, oh, hey, it's cool to meet you, man. I really follow bodybuilding. And I turned, and the guy he was having lunch with was Bob Cirillo. I was like, what Bob Cirillo, what the fuck are you guys doing in my restaurant? So I started tripping. I thought it was like really cool, and my heart was pounding because I had some fat burner pills in. So I started just like shutting down. I was like, oh god, I'm getting some fucking fanboy syndrome here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep you out of the light. So I guess the story's getting a little out of hand, but that was really cool. Later on that day, I guess there was a pro show going on in my city. So later on that day, in fact, my last table of the night was two IFBB judges. It was Luke and Robin Tesvich. Hope I didn't butcher that name. And I got to meet them, talk to them, and for anyone who's familiar with any of the judges, Luke is actually one of the judges at the Olympia. So I got to ask him all these questions, and I'm their waiter, so like, I'm just having like a one-on-one real conversation with these two. I got to ask them about Johnny Jackson and, what their opinion is, like what's more important, things you have on stage and what you don't have on stage. And they're telling me just all the things to hear from an IFBB judge. And man, my mind was blown. And really, I had been thinking about jumping on stage 2016 next year. And they told me, hey, you got a good physique, you know, you'd probably do good in physique. And I told them, well, I'm a bodybuilder at heart. You know, maybe I could get on classic physique stage if I can get conditioned enough. And they told me, hey, I'm sure we'll see you around. So, cool little story. I figured it was very relevant to my YouTube channel. And it's all original, all authentic. So, figured I'd put it up and hopefully people can enjoy. Hopefully people can see my face. I know I'm outside. It's sunny South Florida. Hard to see when you're filming in the light. So anyways, fight for the life you want or die being a mediocre bitch. I'm gonna go smash shoulders. Peace.